trillions of dollars. Basically, as I said, we're paying for that now, which means that we're paying for everything that we do.
No,
That's a lie.
Name me what,
that is an outright lie.
tell me what we have
You
new page
extended
on.
unemployment benefits, you were supposed to do pay-as-you-go and you did not.
I'm sorry?
When you extended unemployment benefits the last time, I believe the time before that, it's supposed to be pay-as-you-go, and you guys did not do that.
There are,
She doesn't remember.
there are things that go under, regular order that basically go over that we can pass without having to do that. It'd be the same as, I know that you want the tax extended for the top 2%, which is probably about $700 billion, and we can't afford to pay for that.
Really? I have a question.
Wait, hold on, there are other people.
I understand.
Anyone,
I'm sorry.
yes.
Who's going to bail out the United States?
I have more faith in our country. We're gonna get out of this, and we're gonna be better for it.
Not the way you're doing it.
We have a different opinion. I believe that once the jobs come back, once we start being productive again, we will come back. We will come back. We've done it after the Depression, we've done it after other, right now we're running 2 wars. That has been extremely expensive.
Nowhere near as expensive as the stuff you guys have done.
That's
Oh my
not
gosh.
true.
Excuse me,
Do you know
That's a
how much the wars
lie.
are costing?
Don't you say that.
That's not a lie.
The war is the most expensive thing we've got.
It's not.
Absolutely
It's not even close to it.
You're
Not
absolutely
even
wrong.
close. Sorry, lady, you're wrong.
All right, you said your piece.
No, I've got a question.
Excuse me,
Let's give it
I
a
came to a
fact.
meeting to be heard when I'm called upon, not to listen to you shout out because you want to talk. So let's
That
follow
was
the
me, that was
rules.
me.
Let's follow the
You
rules
follow
here.
the rules, don't you?
That was me.
Follow
Yes,
the
that was
rules.
me, I'm sorry.
Excuse me, Let's follow the rules.
Did you
The
have,
rule is,
did you have a question?
we ask, yes.
Yeah.
Can we follow the rules, please?
That's the question,
Thank you,
yes. Henry, you had a question? We can follow the rules.
Richard, earlier I think you asked the Congresswoman whether there is hope. I think the real issue is whether there is determination, and whether there's determination amongst the majority party. We, for 8 years, have reached across the aisle in many ways, and have gotten practically zero cooperation on just about everything. They've lined up almost unanimously on key votes, even though they talk a different case, when it comes to the vote, they vote a different way. Is that an accurate statement?
Unfortunately, it is, and especially
So,
when
the
this
question-
country needs everybody to pull together.
The real question, in my view, is whether the Democratic majority has the determination to be militant about certain things, to speak to the people and explain to them what the real issues are. I think that the Democrats have done an extremely poor job
I agree with you.
of attempting to demonstrate why it is we need what this program is, and why the program has some coherence to it, something that is going to protect us for the future. Yeah, when I say you, I mean Congress.
I understand.
Has not done its job in terms of educating the people and in terms of getting together in a unified way to fight for a program. The other side knows how to fight, and some of them fight not very nicely.
Is it a question?
He
My
can
question
allow,
is,
he can speak.
what
There's
kind
no
of-
problem.
What kind of program do you foresee Congress having in order to bring that about? Because if you don't, we're going to keep going in the direction we're going.
Unfortunately, I think that we need to work together when we go back in November, and certainly whatever happens, certainly in January. And if we don't, we will be in gridlock. Some are planning to keep that into gridlock until the 2012 elections, to be very honest with you. They're very open about saying that. I would say that I feel bad about that, mainly because I think this is a time when we, all of us, especially those in office, need to pull together to do what is best for the country. And you can always have disagreements on how to get there, but there's always been a way to compromise. But when you just keep on saying no, there is no room for compromise. And I think that's a shame, because anything that goes on out there, there is always an answer. And, we can even go here. A lot of people wouldn't be able to come to a consensus. But that doesn't mean you don't stop trying. That doesn't mean, no, I agree with you. I don't think that, I think members of Congress are certainly capable of doing 5 things at one time, because we're all on different committees. But I think that the message never got out there. Now, there are many reasons to blame for that, but I think that when you don't have, let's face it, the Democratic Party is very diverse. I mean, I got my Blue Dogs, I've got my Hispanic caucus, I've got my Black caucus, I got my New Dems, I got the Progressive caucus, and there's probably 2 or 3 other caucuses out there. From what I understand, Dems have always been that way. But with that, in the end, I think that we started to work on programs that I believe will help a lot of people in this nation, because some people do need help. And I think once we get through the situations that we're in right now, people will, the majority of people in this country want to be self-sufficient. The majority of people in this country want to work. And I'm sorry, when they said, people shouldn't get an extension on their unemployment, do you actually think unemployment's going to pay for your mortgage or put food on a table or pay all the bills that you have?
Pelosi said it was the thing to do.
She said it was like this, for the job.
Yeah, it's creating jobs.
Well, it does create jobs if you want to.
Unemployment does?
If you want to think about it, yes, it's about 43 cents to every dollar that you make on it. Mainly because if you're buying and going to a food store, you're keeping that food store open. If you're going down to the deli to buy a cup of coffee or whatever, you're keeping that open. So they're spending money, because anybody on unemployment spends that money, believe me, every week. There is nothing left at the end of the week.
So why not give us more unemployment? How will we end up spending more?
Put us all on.
Or you'll get more. I don't see why that
I'm sorry, I have to go. I got 3 other places to go.
Congresswoman McCarthy has honored us by her presence, has answered frankly and openly. There's been disagreement, but that's the nature of this kind of debate. And we'd like to thank her for joining us tonight.
Sir, I don't lie.
You are lying.
I do not lie.
You people don't want to hear the facts. I'll take the facts.
Sir, you are a guest here. Oh, behave like a guest.
Shut up! You're rude! Shut up!
Wait a second. Facts. Facts. You want to know the facts? You want to know why we should...
Not your facts.
No, you didn't know the facts.
The meeting needs to come to order. We have other business to do. There's been sufficient shouting and elimination.
Numbers hurt people.
Meeting, please come to order so that we can conduct additional business. Thank you.
Since that time, they've risen,
Thank
they've
you.
raised. Welcome. They did 3 trillion, I know, honey. Obamacare. $500 billion.
Please take that conversation out. It's not appropriate for us to listen to
Why is
your
Carolyn accepting
screams.
Obamacare?